That's so cool. Okay, and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at some more music, obviously. And this song, I don't really know what this is, to be honest, and I'll explain why in a second. I know it's from Attack on Titan, or it's something to do with Attack on Titan. This was a request from the video I did, Ashes on the Fire, Attack on Titan theme, and there was a request from that video from a username called I Only Speak Facts, asked me to have a reaction and look through of this track, and clearly you do only speak facts because I'm going to do it. Going into this, I know this is obviously music from Attack on Titan. Now it's from the Hiroyuki Sawano project, so I'm assuming that's some sort of musical band. I don't really know, and this is Attack on Titan Suite, so I don't know if this is a song or if it's a medley of songs from the franchise put into one. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see what it's like. Regardless, it's a live performance as well, so that'll be interesting to see how that looks and is performed. So we will get into all of that. But before we do all of that, please do like this video and subscribe to the channel as well. It really helps me out, absolute ton. It really helps the videos out. And also please do leave a comment because they help the videos out. But also you can leave your requests for songs and things for us to look at on this channel in the future. As you can see from what we're doing today, I will always do your requests. So please put those in the comments below. But having said all of that, and yes, if it's your first time here, what we'll do is we'll watch it and listen to it all the way through once without stopping, and then we'll go through again afterwards and we'll break it down and we'll have a look at stop and start and some stuff like that. Okay, so having said all of that, we'll get into the reaction. So let's not waste any more time and get straight into it. So we're going to be looking at Attack on Titan, if I could speak. We're going to be looking at Attack on Titan Suite by Hiroyuki Sawano project. In 3, 2, 1, go. Project emU? Sure. So explain to me what that all is. That'd be great. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's really nice. Damn. Damn. That's so cool. Unbelievable. Ooh. Right, let's speak about that then. Jeez, wow. There's a lot. I mean, where do I even start? Like, there's a lot I've written down. There's a lot that I want to speak about that we will do when we get into it. I didn't really know what to expect, obviously, as I said at the start of the video, and that was a surprise. It was a surprise. There's a lot of things that I really like about, like, there's a lot of similarities between this track and Ashes on the Fire. That's, you know, thematically, there are similarities in some parts which make a lot of sense in terms of really what the story is and what the narrative is, and we'll go into that a little bit as well. Which we may as well just go into right now. So, let us just start by going into it, and we'll stop and start. Now, you've got, obviously, I'm going to speak about a cello. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I absolutely love the sound of a cello. Because it brings that, just, you bring it across and you're immediately into this really dramatic and ominous area, which is what the cello does. But I really like the percussion, and it's like this little patter. It's almost like footsteps, you know, footsteps running, you know, it's like there's movement, there's lots of things going on. And they have this kind of like synthetic, like this little synth, little bubbling sound underneath. And then the dramatic hits of the chords, and you've got this kind of distorted kind of sound mixing with that as well, which is just adding to, like, you know, something's happening. It's, you know, something's big is happening, it's an attack or whatever it is. And the fight or whatever is about to start. Yes. So we're probably going to speak about her a lot because she is the standout of this performance, and, you know, singers often are, because, you know, they're the storytellers of the piece, especially in live settings. But she's phenomenal in this. Like, she's genuinely phenomenal. What I like about this vocal is, I'll go into why, but it sounds very tribal. It sounds kind of it's got that kind of tribal sound. It's kind of the similar, if you were to like watch some typical movie where, you know, they go to a desert country and they show a pan of the desert, this music could play over that, or that kind of type of performance could play over something like that. That's what it reminds me of. And just to build that, you see that the vocal line was following with the strings. It's just to kind of accentuate and make her push over the top, because that's obviously that's what you're trying to do. Anyway. So I don't play the cello as much as I wish I did, but that scale there is kind of like a very Middle Eastern sounding scale. It's probably, I mean, I would know it's a harmonic minor scale. And it gives it that kind of, yeah, that Middle Eastern, you know, kind of twang to it, that kind of Spanish classical guitar kind of thing as well, that you'll often hear with those extra notes that the harmonic minor scale has, which is very, very nice. It makes it sound a lot more interesting. And this is kind of like, it's very similar to Ashes on the Fire as well, where you kind of had big periods of sections in the song where it's all very dramatic and very powerful, huge, and then it kind of drops down, and then we got back to the pattering kind of percussion of the footsteps, and it's kind of like the guitar's just doing a little bit like palm muted underneath it, and then you've got the strings just doing a little scrape across. Just be like, there's a lot going on, but everybody's just doing tiny little bits to make it just seem that there's a lot of a lot of activity. There's a lot of activity. There's a lot moving. There's a lot moving. There's a lot of moving parts. And with the descending violin, you know, when we're getting to when you're getting to the point where you can't play much higher notes, we're going to get to probably some sort of climax sometime soon. Hold on, I want to go back. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so, as I said, we're going to be complimenting her a lot during this performance. You see, we've got kind of like the chorus underneath, kind of giving that drama, and the choir underneath her giving that drama, and they're doing the same sort of lyrics, but she's obviously doing quite a whispery tone for this, and you have to ask, well, why is that? Is it because it's a secret that everyone's trying to be quiet for whatever reason, other characters trying to be quiet or something like that? But what's important is that her technique is very good, okay? Because like you have the whispery voice, but the punctuation and the enunciation of the lyrics are not getting lost, especially when you've got a chorus, a choir underneath her. You have to have that kind of staccato, kind of like stabbing, like obviously controlled within what what you're trying to tell, the story you're trying to tell, but the enunciation and everything, and the breath control, and just how it's punctuated is very, very good, and it's probably understated or underrated, that what she's doing here. Then what do drums do? They start us off, they kick it off, they give the beat. This is where, you know, the activity and the action starts. Okay, we may as well speak more about her as we are here. She has a fantastic range. She sings so high, and like to be able to get to the notes that she's doing now in her mix, so a mix between a head and a chest voice, it's crazy. That's crazy. That is just fantastic technique. And this you can see really from her. Obviously, she's built this range up over many years of singing, but also, you know, neutral stance, stood. She's not, you know, pacing around the microphone, jumping around, She's just stood there. Her shoulders are relaxed. You can see no visible tension around her neck. Big mouth, which is important. You need to. I'm not saying she has a big mouth, but she's opened her mouth big. Which you need to do because you need to create space for the sound to come out. And obviously, there's a lot of work going on down here with supporting a vocals, particularly going this high. But what she's doing is just creating an awful lot of space in the back of her mouth and in her throat, and just a lot of, relaxed around here, where she can get these huge and high sounds out. And for this song, I feel like, switching into a head voice wouldn't give the right sort of sound, because this is kind of, as I said, it's tribal, it's war, it's fighting, it's got to be full forced, it's got to be full bodied, and that's what this kind of vocal tone will give you. And just to say again, like, we've gone on from a big moment, we've gone back down to a lower moment, where everyone's just kind of doing weird different things. Obviously, it all fits together as a song, but it's like you've got the guitar just kind of doing some dive bombs, you've got some bass playing a little bit, and obviously keeping the rhythm, and the drum keeping the rhythm. But it's a lot of activity. There's lots of different moving parts that this song is telling us is happening. We got some slap of the bass, punctuation, punch as well, another P word we could use. For what this gives, it just adds some extra like aggressiveness to what the track, and it's just another layer to build from. It's just so we can build up to another big moment, which I think there is another big moment coming very soon. You know what? No, I'm going to play out. Let's play out, and then I'll speak about it. Okay. I think the reason why that kind of build into that section of the song is so satisfying is because, we've had all these instruments kind of, playing together, but playing kind of their own thing as, to create the feeling that lots of different things are happening in the story. But then everyone just collectively comes together in a huge and grand way, and that's why that moment is always, it's like it's goosebumps. It's really, really memorable. Again, got to talk about the vocalist. There's a really, really high note in the middle of that, which was just is pure. Like, if you're watching singers or listening to singers that are capable of doing that without any sound of strain or struggle, you're watching a very talented singer, and that's what we're seeing now. But anyway, let's carry on. And then I love this bit, this kind of like descending little scale that's going on that the vocals doing. It's kind of like, again, it's drama. It keeps the song moving, it keeps it flowing, and you can see like within her performance that how she's attacking it. She's attacking this part of the song. It's serious, She's not just sitting back and just singing and without any intention. She's got character behind how she's performing, which is coming across in the music. And you kind of got this really heavy distorted guitar as well. What I think that, you know, this song has also similar to Ashes on the Fire is how this is like there's a calm and then there's the storm and then there's a calm and then there's a storm, and we're kind of like in the eye of the storm at the moment, what it feels like. It's a shame they took the cameras off of her when she was doing that, because it would have been really interesting to just see what that was like. But again, like, I'm just going to reiterate what I've said before. It's perfect. Perfect technique. It's perfect technique. And also, I'm going to just put this in here, like, if any kind of, I don't know, person who wants to sing or likes to sing or aspires to sing wants a tip is from this performance, is that she is singing with intention. She's feeling the music, she's singing for the music, she's singing with intention to deliver the story that the music is giving. If you are to do that, your performance will immediately be significantly better than what it might be now. So that's a huge thing. If that's what you do, that's what you like to do, this is a huge thing to take away from here. Then we've got these dramatic hits, then the song ends, and then this other person comes in, so I have a feeling that there's more to this performance, but it's not all in this video, so maybe, if anybody knows what the other sections of this video is, please put those in the comments. Yeah, this is, once again, really, really good, really great, really great from everyone involved. I know I spent a lot of time speaking about the singer, but I do that because it's what I know more about. But man, that is I mean, for all the reasons that I spoke about, I loved it, and I won't keep this video because these videos are just so long all the time, and I try and keep them short, and then it just doesn't happen. So I'm going to end the video here. So thank you all for watching. As I said at the start of the video, please do like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel as well. Also, let me know what you liked about this song, what you didn't like, what, you know, things that you noticed you liked about it that maybe I didn't speak about. Please put those in the comments below, and also put your suggestions in the comments below as well. But I think there's nothing left to say, so thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.